What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFlake. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got some Facebook arguments, man. And I really wouldn't even call it arguments. I just call it more of a debate. But before we get into that, man, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe. I have talked about this on my channel previous times about kids dressing up like they're grown-ass people. And I just came across this. I came across this little thread on Facebook. Somebody kind of sort of complaining, kind of sort of not. Hey, whatever. So the post pretty much says, I was on IG and I seen a lot of people saying this outfit was too grown for the kid on the left, which is the black girl. Is it too grown for the kid on the right too? I'm just trying to figure something out. And by the way, it's not a racial thing whatsoever. It's not my fault Fashion Nova had a white model for this fit. To begin with, if you look at the little black girl, they're automatically going to over-sexualize the girl. Let's just be honest. They're automatically going to over-sexualize the little girl. That's a little meatball. Like, dude, she's a little thick little girl. Okay, now she got a little meat on her. Now she got a little baby fat on her. So they're automatically going to overly sexualize the damn girl. Now, am I sitting over here saying that that the girl on the right, the little white girl, it's okay for her and it's not okay for the black girl? No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is it's a fact. People, you're gonna have some men, you're gonna have creeps out there that's gonna over-sexualize this little goddamn black girl. Let's just be honest. It happens. It freaking happens. It's gonna happen. So to combat that, you watch how you dress your kids, and for you women, you watch how you dress yourself too, to avoid those creeps. But we're gonna get into that, man. So a guy in the comments said, it's inappropriate for both. Just put on some regular clothes. Not everything has to be form-fitting. As a father who has a daughter, this ain't it at all. You have a father who has a daughter who's actively in his kid's life telling you that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate, which is true. Both of those are inappropriate. But like I said, they're going to over-sexualize that little girl because of the size of her. So a person responds, I see nothing wrong. No one should be looking at child inappropriately anyway. I understand a child should be dressed as a child, and this don't look adultish to me at all, but her body shape is causing controversy. Once again, it does not matter what somebody shouldn't or should be doing. It's all about how that creep perceives that little girl. If he wants to do something to that little girl, he's going to try to go out his way to go do something because of how she's dressed. In a lot of cases, it's because of how women are dressed. And you're dressing your kid like she about to go to the damn mall or she about to go to a strip club. That's an easy target. Little kids are vulnerable. What can they do? They are defenseless. And in a sense, y'all parents who dress their kids up like that are setting their kids up for failure at the end of the day. But once again, this is what a lot of women like to say. Why should we have to dress up? Why should we have to change how we dress when other people shouldn't be looking at us? Stop sexualizing us. Well, when you go out here and wearing tights, you know what I'm saying, people can see your titties and your ass, they're gonna automatically just jump to, oh shit, I'm gonna overly sexualize this girl. They're not gonna say that, but they're gonna automatically over sexualize you. They're gonna automatically sexualize you to the slightest. That's why I say, once again, it's all about what you wear. The guy responds, it's too tight, period. It doesn't matter what people should or shouldn't do. People do, and nothing is going to change that. People having inappropriate thoughts always have and always will exist, and dressing up your child in tight form-fitting clothes because you think people shouldn't sexualize your children in the first place isn't going to magically make people not do it. It's going to happen, period. And dressing a child like this isn't going to help. If a grown woman wears an outfit like this, the first thing most men are trying to see is what that booty look like. That is facts. He's telling you from a man's point of view who has a daughter. He's telling you from a man's point of view. If you are wearing something tight, ladies, that's what you gotta understand. If you are always wearing something tight, niggas are gonna look. And if y'all look at some of these damn videos, man, where you have women putting their phone on the back pocket. I mean, in a sense, y'all kind of setting these men up because y'all know they're gonna look. So why you doing it? You know what I'm saying? In a sense, it makes them look bad. They're gonna look. If you wearing some tight ass pants, they're gonna fucking look. They're gonna look at the end of the day. But like I said, you look at these videos, they wear these tight pants, you're gonna see men staring at women's ass. Period, bro. That's what happens because it's just innate in men. It's just innate in men. And now you got women, they talk about, well, men sexualize women. Well, when you overly sexualize yourself, when you're dressed like you're about to go to the strip club, you're dressed in tight clothes, men are gonna look. Men are gonna look. And I'm the first to tell you I'll do that all the time. I do that all the time. If I see a girl wearing something so tight and I see some hips, best believe when I walk by I'm looking. I ain't staring at nothing, but I'm definitely giving myself a good little 1 second peek and keep it moving. Cause that's just innate. I like women with big asses. I like women who are very fit. Hey, it is what it is. Yeah. He then says it's an outfit that accentuates the body and curves, so why put it on a child? Why fight for the right for a child to wear tight clothes? Just let them wear regular fitting clothes. So the person who posted it then responds, I feel like it only appears that way because of her shape. Agree on some outfits aren't acceptable for kids, but I feel like this one is fine. Which is true. Like I said, they're going to overly sexualize the size of the girl because of the size of the girl. Because of the size of the girl, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to overly sexualize. You're going to have a lot of people that's going to say that outfit is inappropriate. If people are telling you that outfit is inappropriate for that kid, why continue to let the kid wear it? Then once the kid gets snatched up, once the kid, something happens to the damn kid, we're going to sit over here and, y'all need to teach y'all kid, y'all need to teach your little boys y'all need to teach your boys not to grape women and not to do this. No means no. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. You can teach that kid all day, but it's still not going to work. But let's go ahead and get back to it. So then he responds, the one on the right looks just as bad too, just looks too grown. And you might feel that is okay on a personal level, but if you understood how most men think, you'll change your mind real quick. Women always feel like they know how men think, and it's like, we're telling you how men think. But it just seems like that's just not good enough for women. It just seems like that's not good enough for women. And it's like, you can't change how men think. You don't know how men think. You see some men like, hey, we are some very horny ass creatures. Oh well, it happens. But you got some creeps out there that does not know how to control that. You got some creeps out there that don't know how to get no butt. So what they gonna go do? They're gonna go take advantage of a woman. I then respond, I say to women all the time, no matter where you go or how you think, there is always a creep waiting. Women tell men to teach boys not to sexualize women, girls, just to continue the same behavior that's putting them in that uncomfortable position. Creeps are going to be creeps no matter how many times you tell them, or no matter how many times you tell men to teach their boys. It's all about how women carry themselves. Dress inappropriately and you will get good and bad attentions. Same goes for kids. He then responds, exactly. We teach boys not to rape or kill, but it's still rapists and killers out there. So the solution isn't teach boys not to sexualize. It's going to happen regardless. Teach your girls how to move, dress, and appropriate in a world that's obviously isn't going to be sunshine and daisies in just one generation. And just to wrap this video up, man, you got a man who has a kid, who has a daughter, is telling you he's actively in the kid's life. No man wants his daughter dressing like that. No man wants his daughter dressing like that. So what makes you think he would want his daughter to be, it's might going off a little bit, but what makes you think he want his daughter to be on OnlyFans, to be in the sex work? This is why I say fathers are very important to these women's lives. Fathers are very important to these women's lives at the end of the day. But once again, the same people who bash these black men and not being in their fathers' lives are the same people who are pushing these fathers away from their kids' lives. And it's like, you can't do that. You cannot do that. These fathers need to be in these kids' lives at the end of the day, because these fathers are going to tell you, hey sis, look, hey baby mama or wifey or whoever, I understand you like you want to have a daughter and fashion her all up, but dressing her like she's a modern chick, like she's about to go to a strip club, is not conducive for her. It's not. She's going to get all type of negative attention, and she's going to think it's okay to dress like that when she gets 18 in her 20s. You don't want that, man. You do not want that. So like I said, those two pictures are very inappropriate for both women. Those two pictures are very inappropriate for both girls, no matter you're black, white, Asian, Korean, whatever. It's just not appropriate attire for no kid, especially not for no woman. But hey, women gonna make the decisions. But also, like I said, no matter how many times you may teach boys or girls what to do and what not to do, once they get older, they're gonna make that decision. Once they get older, they're going to make that decision. At the end of the day, no matter what you say, no matter what I say, no matter what anybody say, that kid is going to have to make a decision at the end of the day. And if he goes out here and grapes a girl or harasses a girl, there's nothing that you can do as a parent. As long as you did your job in raising that kid, there's nothing that you can do. So the thing that you can do to combat that is dressing your kids appropriately. And for women who are of age, dressing yourselves appropriately. Women of any age, actually, dress appropriately. You can avoid creeps like that. But man, do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, a comment, subscribe.